Hi there, thinking time for how do you decide who to vote for? Now you'll be familiar with the quote from Abraham Lincoln, government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. And these famous words from Abraham Lincoln remind us that democracy is not just something written in history books. It's something living, fragile and powerful. It's something we inherit, but also something we must use. Now the word democracy comes from the ancient Greek words demos, meaning people, and kratos, meaning rule or power. And in its simplest form, democracy means rule by the people. And its origins are often traced back to ancient Athens. And though that early democracy was limited and excluded many people, so from the beginning, democracy has been both an idea and a challenge. And the idea that people should have a voice, and the challenge of making sure that voice belongs to everyone, not just a few. So this week, many of us have the opportunity to vote. And voting is not just about choosing a party or a symbol or simply filling in the ballot paper. It's about choosing what kind of community we want to help build. But one of the big questions people ask is this: how do I decide who to vote for? Now, a helpful way to think about this is perhaps in the word vote, V-O-T-E. V is for values. So ask yourself, what do you value most? Fairness, honesty, compassion, freedom, responsibility, opportunities, safety, justice? So when you look at candidates or parties, ask whether their words, policies and behaviour reflect the values you believe are so important. Do not only ask who sounds impressive, also ask what they stand for. O, our next letter, is for outcomes. Politics is not only about promises, it's about consequences. And you can ask yourself, if this person or party gets power, what are their policies likely to produce? How might their decisions affect schools, hospitals, housing, jobs, local services, the environment, families, businesses, young people, old people, and those who are struggling? Because a good vote looks beyond slogans and asks what will actually happen as a result. And T stands for trust. Democracy depends on trust. So you can ask yourself, can this candidate be trusted with responsibility? Do they tell the truth? Do they listen? Do they treat people with respect? Do they admit their mistakes? Do they have a record that matches their promises? We all know no leader is perfect, but character still matters. And power in the hands of people without integrity can do real harm and damage. And E, our last letter here, is for everyone. A vote should not only be about what is best for me, it should also ask what is best for us. Because democracy works best when people think about the whole community. And that includes people we know, people we don't know, people we like, and people who are very different from us. And a strong democracy asks us to think beyond our own doorstep. So when deciding who to vote for, remember, vote. Values, outcomes, trust, everyone. Democracy is important because it gives ordinary people a voice. It means power should not sit permanently with one ruler, one class, one party, or one privileged group. It means leaders can be questioned. It means leaders' decisions can be challenged. It means leaders can be impacted and we can bring about change without violence. And in a representative democracy, we let people to make decisions and hold power on our behalf. But democracy only works when we take part in it. If we don't value democracy, we can slowly lose the habit that keeps it healthy. We can become cynical. We can stop listening. We can let anger replace debate. We can allow misinformation to replace truth. And we can begin to believe that our voice does not matter. And when people stop participating, the fact is, decisions still get made, but by fewer people. And with fewer voices in the room, the consequences of not valuing democracy are serious. Communities become more divided, trust breaks down, and the loudest voices can overpower the quietest. And the needs of vulnerable people can be ignored. People begin to feel that politics is something done to them rather than something they help shape. But when we value democracy, benefits are powerful. People become more engaged, leaders are held accountable, communities become stronger, and problems can be addressed peacefully. Different voices can be heard as well, and even when we disagree, we can still work together for the common good. Isn't that good news? And for those of us who draw on faith, the Bible gives a helpful picture of what responsible citizenship can look like. It says this in Jeremiah 29, verse 7. Seek the peace and prosperity of the city. Pray to the Lord for it, because if it prospers, you too will prosper. Some wise words there. That is a reminder of the well-being of our community matters. When our town, city, or nation does well, we all share in that good. So, a good opportunity to pray now. God of wisdom, justice and peace, thank you for the freedom to have our voice. Help us not to take that freedom for granted. Give us wisdom as we vote. Help us to think clearly, act responsibly, and care about the good of others as well as ourselves. Guide those who are elected to serve with honesty, humility, and courage, and help our communities to be places of fairness, respect, and hope. Amen. And here's a challenge. Before you vote, use vote. Think about your values, your outcomes, your trust, and everyone. Don't waste your voice. Learn, listen, reflect, and vote, because democracy is not only something we talk about, it's something we build together. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.